Today's homework assignment is 36, 37, and 38. Examine triangle ABC and DEF at right. Complete a flow chart to justify the relationship between the two triangles. Assume the triangles are not drawn to scale. So looking at these, I'm going to see if I have anything congruent. Let's see. We have angle C is 39 degrees. Angle D is also 39 degrees. We have side length 14 here and side length 14 here. And then we have two random things right here, 25 and then 116. If I did the triangle sum theorem and I knew the angles all add up to 180. 180 minus 39 minus 25, this would equal 116. And so that would mean that would have to equal 25. So that means we would have, let's see, angle, side, angle. Okay, so we have angle, yes, angle, angle, side, and we have angle, angle, side. So these are congruent. Okay, so assume the triangles are congruent. They are. So we would say a flow chart, we would say angle C is congruent to angle D, and that was given. Then we know that angle A is equal to angle E, and we knew that because of the triangle sum theorem. And then we know side AB is equal to side EF, and that was given. So then we can say triangle, we'll call it ABC, is congruent to triangle AB, so EFD. And that is congruent by, like I said, angle, angle, side. Congruence. Okay, so now that we know all the side lengths are congruent, how do I find DF? So DF right here corresponds with CB. And so if CB is 20, then DF equals 20 feet as well. Perfect. Okay, now moving on to 37. Examine the diagram at right. The smaller triangle is similar to the larger triangle. Write a proportion and solve for x. It will be helpful to draw the two triangles separate. So if I was just to highlight the two triangles, I have in green, I have the small triangle right here. And then in orange, I have the larger triangle. Okay, so the larger triangle, if I wanted to just draw that, the larger one, I'm assuming that sometimes I don't like these because I think from here to here is 10 and from here to here is 8. So total that would be 18. And then this side length is 8. And we're missing that side length. So let's see what we got. So I am going to do, let's see, x over 8 is the smaller triangle, and that is going to be equal to 8 over 18. And then I can go ahead and cross multiply. So I have x times 18 is 18x equals 8 times 8 is 64. Divide 18 on both sides to get x all by itself. And 64 divided by 18 is 3.5 repeated. Okay, so that is the length for this side right here. Solve the equations below. Okay, so here we have an x, and we know x equals 3 minus y, and so then I'm going to rewrite this as 2 times 3 minus y plus 2y equals 18. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative y is negative 2y plus 2y equals 18. I can combine like terms. Negative 2y plus 2y is 0. So then I have this 6 minus 0 equals 18. 6 minus 0 is 6. 6 does not equal 18, so there is no solution for A. Okay, so now we're going to do B. C equals negative b minus 11. So instead of writing b right here, I'm going to write negative b minus 11. So I have 3c plus 6 equals 6 times negative b minus 11. Okay, so then I have 3c plus 6 equals, so I'm going to distribute and multiply this negative 6 to everything inside the parentheses. So 6 times negative b is going to be a negative 6. Mrs. Heath just messed up and no one told me. I am so sorry. Mrs. Heath is trying to do this quickly that I totally messed up. But that it's okay to make mistakes because it makes our brain work harder. Okay, this is what C equals. C should be right here, not this B. I apologize. So let's rewrite this as 3 and C. 3 times C is going to be 3 times. I think I need a new pencil too. Okay, 3 times negative b minus 11 plus 6 equals 6b. Okay, now let's go ahead and distribute this 3 to everything inside the parentheses. So I'm going to have 3 times negative b is negative 3b. 3 times negative 11 is going to be negative 33 plus 6 equals 6b. So I'm left with negative 3b. Negative 33 plus 6 is negative 27 equals 6b. I want b's all by itself, so I'm going to move this over. So I'm going to put 3b plus 3b. The b's are going to be on this side. And then I have negative 27 equals 6b plus 3b is 9b. And then I'm going to divide by 9 on both sides to get that b all by itself over here. And negative 27 divided by 9 is going to be a negative 3. So b is going to equal negative 3. So to find what c equals, I'm going to plug it back in. So I have a negative times a negative 3 minus 11. A negative times a negative 3 is just going to be a positive 3 minus 11. And so c is going to equal negative 8. those are my two answers. And that concludes this homework assignment.